NATO is committed to strengthening the alliance's posture and situational awareness to deter and defend against all threats in the maritime domain. This includes upholding freedom of navigation, securing maritime trade routes and protecting the alliance's key lines of communication and choke points, as well as securing supplies and reinforcements along the transatlantic route during crises and conflicts. NATO's Strategic Concept 2022, the alliance's overarching strategy document, describes maritime security as key to our peace and prosperity. NATO maritime coverage encompasses all three of the alliance's core tasks: deterrence and defense, crisis prevention and management, and cooperative security. NATO's standing naval forces, SNF, provide the alliance with a sustainable, credible, and agile maritime capability that can be rapidly deployed in times of crisis or tension. Since Russia's massive invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, the SNF has been deployed strategically to strengthen the alliance's maritime posture. NATO is currently carrying out Operation Sea Guardian, OSG, in the Mediterranean Sea. OSG maintains a safe and secure maritime environment through increasing maritime security, situational awareness and counter-terrorism capacity. Under Aegean activities, NATO provides support to broader international efforts regarding the refugee and migrant crisis in the Aegean Sea. The alliance's maritime posture describes NATO's capabilities and functions in the maritime field. NATO uses its naval power to support the alliance's three core tasks: deterrence and defense, crisis prevention and management, and cooperative. The Alliance Navy consists of maritime forces, sensors, and other capabilities that contribute to the security of the Alliance. The Maritime Posture Alliance relies on these forces to carry out the following three functions. The presence of maritime forces creates strategic and deterrence effects, including reassurance and messaging, and signals NATO's intent to operate as needed. The flexibility of maritime forces provides for the availability of adaptable force packages and produces a range of measurable and feasible political and military options. Security function: NATO maintains a safe and secure maritime environment through a series of maritime security operations and/or activities. Maritime forces provide ready and flexible mechanisms and significant flexibility for a variety of missions and tasks. Warfare functions: in the event of conflict, maritime forces can quickly transition from low-intensity to high-intensity missions and tasks. Surface, subsurface, and above-ground capabilities and forces can work together to conduct sea denial or control, support reinforcement, protect assets, project power, and support joint forces and combined effects. In response to Russia's massive invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, NATO activated its multi-level response plan and deployed related elements. High Readiness NATO Response Force, NRF, for the first time in a deterrence and defense role, including the activation of the Permanent Naval NATO Response Force, NRF, which is part of the NRF Very High Readiness Joint Task Force, VJTF. NATO has increased its alert activities, including increased Allied carrier presence in the Baltic, Adriatic and Mediterranean seas, as well as the deployment of several carrier strike groups, to ensure appropriate strategic awareness and force readiness. By leveraging a deliberate rhythm of military activity across the Alliance's geographic region, as well as across operational domains and functional areas. The multi-carrier deployment demonstrated Allied determination to protect NATO's population and defend every inch of Allied territory, including Allied territorial waters, at all times. Through maritime exercises, Allies and NATO partners maintain and develop war-fighting competencies, build interoperability between their forces and enhance their overall combined maritime skills and readiness for all operations, international and national.